All right. Welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and I will be reading for you tonight. I have been a little bit unwell, as you can hear my voice, but that's just from the sinus attack that I had. And I must be allergic to something because I still don't feel 100% with this breathing and nostril and everything. So guys, welcome to the page. Welcome to my shows. I've done over 200 shows now. So it's pretty much, I think I'm up to 205 or 207 or something like that shows. Just want to check and see if we're live on all the pages, Ellie. Are we live on the main page?
Yeah, you're live on the main one.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Spirit. So it's really weird because when you don't do readings for a couple of days, you feel like you've missed out on something. So you want to sort of get into it, you know. And the last couple of days, I haven't even been able to breathe through my nose at all. I woke up this morning and it's like someone had blocked this whole nostril. It's so bad. And you know what I've been doing for 2 days? I've been at my computer and I've been writing up all these names and addresses of everybody that I have to send all these damn gifts to. This is how long it's taken me because I've got to go through every single email because there's so many emails. So bear with me. They're coming out. I keep promising it, I know, but it's a matter of time for me and getting the time to actually filter through. I think I had about 130 emails to read over the last 2 days, and that's only on one page. That's only on the Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page. That's not including the page for my other page, my Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. So I haven't had a chance to even go through that one yet to try and capture all the rest of the addresses that I've got to send these bracelets to. But they're all still here on the floor. Everything's here, ready to go. I've written everything as much as I can up on them. So I've just got to get these addresses from this list now and write this on it, and then I can send it done. I'm just really, really time poor. Severely time poor. If I had a personal assistant in my pocket every 2 seconds, it'd be brilliant. So what else have we got here? So who have we got? Do you like my cup? This is my very first PT client. And I hope she's on tonight. Good old Jilly. Let's say hello to everybody. I tried to make my iPad words a little bit bigger, but I still can't see everyone's name properly. But anyway, we'll keep going. So who we got here? Donna Zimmerman, good morning. Julie Polglaze, hello. Jules, you're second off the rank again today. I don't know what's going on. You keep missing first place every now and then. Jules, you're slipping. Jules is usually first rank every single time I go live. Every time I go live. So if you're on one of the group pages, guys, come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I'll do some readings for you. Now, I told Spirit, I said, I'm not breathing properly. I'm not feeling 100%, but don't give me like a coughing attack or something where I have to use my nostrils too much. So we've got Karen Riley. Hello. Charmaine Black. Hello. We've got Jess Harvey. Hello. We've got I'm okay. I had a couple of these tablets that I got from overseas, which if anybody wants to find out, you have to message me, and they're brilliant. Cures everything. I can't say it on the live. Katie Dell, hello. Dwayne Mercer, good morning. Jade Cartwright, hello. We've got sending love. Thanks, Charmaine. Katie Ricey. Now, I already got pain. So I've got pain underneath my right rib cage. I don't know who that is for yet, but it wasn't me before I started, that's for sure. So good morning from Texas, Katie Davis. So tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, and country, county, the time. Tell me where you're from. Tell me your random act of kindness, and also share with me your quotes as well, because I love quotes. A lot of people send me quotes in the actual Messenger so that I can post them up. So most of the time you'll see they're from Tina Fu or some of the other followers that follow me on this journey. So I did a workshop yesterday. It went for 3 hours. I think there was quite a few people that really, really enjoyed it. If you're on here and you did enjoy it, just share it with everybody. It was actually really quite good. And it's surprising how many people say they're not psychic, and then when they come and they do the workshop, they turn into a psychic, and then they get, like here's the I got the results over here. So these are some of the things that we did, like some of the little exercises that we did. And then they turns out that they get 3 out of 3 or 2 out of 3 or 4 out of 5 or something like that. So it's pretty cool. And then I say to them, "You sure you're not psychic?" And then they go, I don't know. And I go, well, hang on a second. You just got 3 out of 3. You sure? Andy Dan, hello. She was on the workshop yesterday. Wendy Harvey, hello there. Now, look, I've got a bone to pick with myself. If I do not read this damn prayer out now from Wendy Harvey, my spirit writer, then I am going to be kicking myself up the butt. So let me just read the prayer now. So, messages from spirit. So put your heads down and bow. So Wendy Harvey sent me this one the other day, and I was meant to do this for a beautiful lady that had a few things going on, and I get so intertwined with my flight of spirit that I forget to do it. And I hate that. Like, get off the show and I go, oh my God, I just forgot it again. So I'm going to do it now because I remember. When I see Wendy's name, I have to remember. So here it goes. So messages from spirit. Spirit is all around if you open your mind. They drop little messages, maybe a feather you'll find. Maybe so random as you move along. Then all of a sudden they are playing your song. Music brings back memories of our past. That is spirit working. You heard it. You heard it at last. Giving you signs so that you know they are there. Sending you love to show they care. Some come in dreams as you gently sleep. Into your slumber as they quietly creep. No matter the signs that they happen to give, they walk beside you for as long as you live. Giving peace and love, especially for you. Giving you hope as they try to come through. So try to take note on any day or night. As they whisper so gently, they have you in sight. Your angels walk beside you even though you can't see. They follow your footsteps for eternity. Isn't that beautiful? Honestly, every single one that Wendy writes is got to be my favorite, especially the ones about me. Not the ones that taken a piss out of me, but anyway. But she'll laugh at that. I know you're laughing, Wendy. So, but that's beautiful. Isn't that just so beautiful? Love it. Thank you, Wendy. So what have we got here now? So I like to pull in spirit guides. So if you want to have a reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. That's my main page. If you're on any of the other pages, I find it hard to see you. So maybe come over there. So Marissa Serafino, I'm not sure what page you're on, and Felicia, Felix and Felicia. Felicia, yep. What's this? She wants some guidance about my crown chakra and third eye. Thank you. I don't do chakras. I don't do third eyes. I just know that there's 2 ways of doing this. It's psychic or mediumship. I don't want to fluff it up and make out it's something that it's not, Look, a lot of people believe in the third eye. A lot of people believe in the chakras and all that, and then they've got a blockage when they can't get anything. I don't believe in all that stuff. I just believe that if you trust spirit enough, you'll get what you want. And that is a true fact. Just turning down my electric blanket. Chakras, there's no evidence, there's nothing that can show you validation of a blocked chakra, whichever color, whichever spot it is. I don't believe in it. I've never had a blocked anything. So maybe that's just me, but I'm going to tell you straight, if someone's telling you that you've got something blocked, I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. I don't care who it is. I just feel that it's part of your communication, and it's a gap between you talking from yourself to spirit, because spirit will always be there, 1000%. They're always there beside you, and they're always looking after you. So if you miss the messages, or you don't trust what you get, that's when you can say, yes, you have a block, because you're the block. You're not listening to what they're doing. You're not listening to what they're saying. You're not listening to the messages coming through. So I do not believe it. I've never practiced chakras, I've never practiced tarot cards, I've never practiced anything other than talking directly to spirit. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. And we did it last night, the workshop last night. You'll find that the ladies that have already done the workshop, they all, once they finish the workshop, they go into a private group that I have, and they understand where I'm coming from, because they did not use no tarot cards last night. They did not use no chakras. They did not use no crystal balls. They did not use anything. They just used direct messages from spirit. And that's how I teach it. I'm not going to teach it any other way. And even if I did know how to use tarot cards, I would still teach it this way, because I do believe that everybody has, oh, I've got an itchy nose. I do believe that everybody has the ability to talk directly to spirit. Because if you feel it around you, if you can see little signs of it, like when the shadows are there and stuff like that, then you have it. You just don't know how to use it properly. That's just the issue. That's the blockage. Okay. Sorry. I don't mean to upset you with that, but that's how I see it. If you want to go to someone else and ask them about chakras and blockage to get your answer, feel free to do that. But I'm not going to tell you something that I'm not. I'm not going to fluff something up and make out I know something about chakras and tarot cards and everything. I don't know nothing about them, and I don't want to, because I don't believe that I need to limit my ability with spirit when I already have this perfect connection with them. And that's how I started, and that's how I'll finish with. That's how I started doing this, and that's how I'll finish with. I won't ever go to cards. I just believe that every person that's continually using cards after, 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, seriously, you've got to ask yourself, are you really talking to spirit? Are you really, really pushing the boundaries of your psychic or mediumship abilities to actually talk to spirit? I don't care who it is. I'll just say it straight. Stop ripping people off. That's how it is, guys. That's why I do this, because I like to show people that it's not that hard. Well, it might be, but other people that are learning, if I can get people that have just come to my workshop yesterday, and I can tell them how to pull in spirit, then and utilize what I did, what I showed them, and how I taught them the tips and tricks of pulling in spirit, then how can they do it when they're not using tarot cards or chakras or whatever? How can they do it? And they didn't have 20 years of using tarot cards to be able to do that. You know what I mean? So one lady just was so surprised last night that she got what she got. And I said, well, lovey, you've got names, and she got everything about my daughter. And nobody reads me or my daughter properly. So she even got the name of the lady, my daughter's boss. So work that one out, guys. And that was no cards, nothing, just pure messages from spirit. Sorry, I have to rant on a bit, because I get a little bit overwhelmed when people tell me that they have a blockage. There is no such thing. I don't believe there's such a thing. It's just you're not listening to the proper message from spirit, and that spirit is trying its best to talk to you. So if I was talking to people and I was talking to a living person and they weren't listening to me, what do you think I'd do? I go, oh, far out, whatever. I'm not talking to you anymore. That's what spirit will do, because you're not listening. You see this? It's the same scenario. Even if they're on the other side, they still get the shits, and I'll go, oh my God, she's not bloody listening to me. I'm not going to bother until she wakes up, until someone like me comes along and tells you to listen. Okay? It's the same scenario. It's no different from that side to this side. And you're not going to get anybody that's going to tell you as direct and straightforward as me, because I'm very straightforward when it comes to this stuff. Because you know why? Because I don't like the BS out there and all this rubbish out there where people are on drugs and people are out there drinking. And I've had people come on my show on drugs. That's why I do it by myself now. People come on my show drinking, falling asleep on the live, because they've got something in their system, and then they try and read people, like, that's just not on, is it? Ask yourself, guys, is it on? Would you pay someone $150 for an hour if they're on drugs, or if they're been drinking? I don't think so. That's just messing with spirit. It's not good. So let me get out of my little rut. I'll start saying hello to everybody, but I like to pull in spirit, guys. If you've just joined me, I'm an international medium. Like I said, I don't use no cards. I don't use anything. I just use direct messages from spirit. I'm a remote viewer, so that means I see everything out of, like, the shower. When the shower, the mirror is a bit misty, so that's how I see it. I see it when it's got that mist on the mirror, and it shows me crystal clear. I can go into anyone's house. They'll show me in the car. I'll be in a car accident. I'll be on the side of the road. I won't be in the impact of the car accident. I'll be in the car before it hits, and then they take me out of it and they put me on the side of the road, and I can actually stand on the side of the road and watch and describe how the car accident happened. Things like that, so that's the remote viewing that I have. And I don't know how I got gifted with this, but I believe that from when I got sick with cancer, that's when I got gifted. And I'm starting to get really hot because I can feel I'm cold all day, and now the energy is coming into the room. I can feel myself starting to get really hot, and yet I was going to wear a big jacket because I was freezing, because it's bloody freezing here. But I'm not. So let's keep going forward. Okay, so send me your questions. Send me your questions. And guys, I've got a couple of workshops coming up again. So my workshop, I've put them up there. I've got an intermediate one, and I've got a beginner one coming up at the end of the month again. So I'm just going to do them once a month, because otherwise it just gets too much on me. And also I've got the ghost tour coming up on the 24th to 26th. So if you want to join, I will be in probably a week before the ghost tour. I'll post up the itinerary. And if you want to join me, then let me know. Otherwise, I will be enjoying myself. And I don't mean to be so straightforward, guys, but I have to be straightforward. If you want the truth, you're going to get the truth from me. I'm not going to fluff things up to make you happy. I will tell you straight. And that's the difference. I'm not here to say, oh, this and that and blah blah blah. I just need to tell you straight exactly how spirit works, because people like to call themselves, what do you call it? An evidential psychic medium. I mean, what the hell is that? Evidential psychic medium. What is it? Just when you get a validation for being correct? Is that what it means? So, that a lot of psychics fluff it up to make them sound like they're important, or to make themselves sound like they're more interesting than someone that's a genuine psychic medium. But they fluff it up so that they can actually take more money from you. But it's no different to a psychic or a medium. So the difference is that a psychic can do past, present, and future. They're not always a medium, and that's no offense to them. They just don't have that ability yet. But a medium can always be a medium, talk to spirit on the other side, or to the past loved ones, as well as be psychic. You can't have both if you're just a psychic. So Nicole Reynolds, hello. Marissa Serafina, hello. Donna, Carolan, hello. Tracy Gibson, hello. JCT. Okay, guys, tell me where you're from. Suburb, state, and country. I'm going to scroll forward. If I've missed your message, I apologize. I don't always see all the messages. That's why I say to come over to the main page. JCT says, thanks for that. Yeah, tarot always, etc., always seems like a gimmick. Well, tarot is good for some beginners because they don't They don't know how to trust their spirit, which is perfectly fine. But if you've been talking to spirit for, look, I got to call it, 12 months or more, and you can't pull in spirit without a card, there's got to be something wrong with your readings. There's something not right there. And I reckon I could match a card to my dog. That's what cards. And there's no offense to any tarot card readers. I'm just challenging you guys to pull in your spirit a bit more. That's what I'm challenging. So, oh, beautiful. Nicole Reynolds, she says, I've done a few pay it forwards this week, picking up strangers tabs at the shop, kept a crying puppy company while its owner was in the shop, offer kindness to those around me, and gave my Uber delivery guy free TV. Oh, well done. However, I don't do it for gratification. Nicole, I know. I'm going to write your name down. Nicole, have you sent me your details for these beautiful gifts here? Because I'm catching up with my writing them all out. I mean, I've got so many addresses. It's not funny to write. I've gone through all my emails on one site. I've just got one more site to go through. I'm writing your name down on here so I don't lose the name this time like I did with the others. That's beautiful. Well done, Nicole. See, it doesn't take much. Like, I do this not to get gratification either. I do this so that you guys don't get ripped off. And it really annoys me when people start ripping you guys off with regards to, one private reading that I have. It still irritates me to this day. And this has been probably 6 or 7 months now. Poor lady, my client, she had, my reading client had a reading from, apparently some detective, BS psychic, and sure as ever, she charged my client 302 an email. Horrifying. Thanks, Rose. She says, you're such an amazing woman. Thank you. I don't believe I am. I just believe I just want to keep it humble and keep it, genuine. But thank you. Tane Haruni is watching. Oh my God, all these long names. Janaea Harper Lyons. Hello. Jasper, hello. So Janaea Lyons, she says, me and my baby's going to be okay. First thing I want to say is yes, and I believe that don't plant the seed for anything else with the universe. I say this on every single show. I harp on about, the movie The Secret, the documentary. Go and watch it. If you haven't watched it, you all need to go and watch it, because every time I see some comment or a question in my comment section here on Facebook, it always comes across with the negative portion of it. So that, to me, you say, me and my baby's going to be okay. So you're having that little tiny bit of doubt, which is no good for the universe or spirit. So you need to say, me and my babies are going to be perfect. Me and my babies are going to be fine. We are going to have a great time, blah, blah, So, what's this? Oh, beautiful, Kelly Roberts. So Kelly Roberts was on the live. I'm on the workshop last night, Kel, and Wendy Harvey's done it before. Oh gosh, I think I'm gonna have a coughing attack. Hang on a second. Who's got the cough? Oh God. Who's had the cough that's so bad that they can't even breathe? Wow. Who's had that on here? Because I can't even breathe from it. It's like a whooping cough. And I feel like it's in their throat, like it's tickling the throat so much that they can't even breathe. So Emily Rose, yes, you do live readings? Yes, all the time. I've done over 205 shows. Last week was my 200th show. So you've just come on here. Who's had the cough? Oh, wow. Who's had the cough that's actually so severe that they can't get their breath. I feel like this is an old man with this cough. It's like he's coughing his lungs up. So who's that? We've got to find him so I can stop coughing because I feel like I'm going to do it again. I want to start there. I've got to stop. Wow, this person. Wow. This person is actually choking on their own cough. It's like they can't get their breath. It's really strong. So Nicole Reynolds, she says, today I had a visit from Spirit. I was home alone and heard someone walking in my kitchen loudly. I got up to check who it was. No one was there in the physical. However, there were two pigeons just sitting on the bench, she says, in my back room. That's so cool, Nicole. And that's a beautiful sign of spirit. So who would it be? So is it, someone that's passed that you would know or someone that you've asked to come through? So think about it like that. Ask your spirit to give you another sign. So Diane McKenzie says, nothing wrong with the complete truth, Lesley. Truth wins everything or everyone. Well done. I think we all appreciate your upfront and direct answers. Yeah, I'm not going to BS you guys. Thanks, Diane. I'm not going to BS you. I don't need to. I don't need to tell crap. And that's the difference. Lesley and Spirit, you are amazing. 1000%, the real deal and so accurate. Thank you, Kelly. She said, the difference you make in people's lives is incredible. So humble and pure. Much love. Oh, thank you. It's beautiful. Fifi Picos, Botany, New South Wales. Thanks for joining me. So we've got Carly Williams. She's from Swansea, Wales, United Kingdom. Rose Mahan, she's from Dublin and Ireland. 1120 there. Cool. Me Awa Church, Christchurch in New Zealand. I've been there. We've got Windsor in Ontario, Canada. Pennsylvania, 6:15 a.m. I always think Pennsylvania as the vampire movies because I love vampire movies. Tracy Harper's from Newcastle in Australia. So my day, that's beautiful. So what I do with my numbers is I snapshot all the numbers. So Wendy Harvey says, if you ever start fluffing it up, I'm out. That's the very thing we love about you. She said, just saying, that's cute. Thank you. Well, you won't get no fluffing from me unless it's fluffing some feathers or in my pillow, but that's about it. Iwana Stephen says, in the hospital with my kid. I'd really love some guidance from my spirit guides, please, if possible. Anything good coming up for me? Yes, he will be out of hospital within a week and a half. Okay, he's going to be out of hospital. So you need to. So what I want you to do, and I can see like this really, really. Now it looks like to me there's wings, golden wings over the top of him. So who would that be in the passing? And I feel like that's an elderly lady that's passed, and it could be your great grandmother or a grandmother that's just got her golden wings protecting your son. Beautiful. And also, I just want to say too, you have had a bit of bad luck lately, clearly, and that's general. But what I'm going to say is that the pennies are going out, but the money's coming back in. Okay, so don't worry about that. I can see the empty pockets, but then I can see them filling up really, really quickly as well, and the dollar signs coming through. So I get the month of July for you as well. So got the month of July. So what's 22 for you? So if that's the 5th today, so if that's a week and a half, no. So that's going to be 15, 16, 17th. So you'll probably be around the 17th, 17th, 18th, you'll be out or earlier. That's what I get. And I don't know why, but why do I see a plastered leg? And yeah, I'll leave it there. But fingers crossed, everything, and God bless. Hope everything goes well for your son. But I do feel like it's up to you, and I can see like your energy. So what you need to do also is use your energy, your heat, and push that heat onto him. And now, when you do something like that, I've seen and I've felt people get sick after they've given their good, beautiful, bright light energy to a person. Okay, so you're going to give him your radiance, your energy. but you might get sick. I feel like that you're going to be sick afterwards, like as in cold and flu, you know what I mean? So because you've depleted every source of energy you've got in your body. Um, okay, good. Thank you, Nicole. I'll have to have a look for it. I'll have to have a look here. Let me just quickly have a squeezy. One second. I'll probably have it on the other site that I haven't gone through yet, so I'll have a look. Oh, yes, I do. I got it here. So in South Australia, 5086, is that right? Oh, that's beautiful, Carly. So what can we do here? So Jasper Clausen, can you clarify if there will be communication or possibly closure in brackets beyond on my own with Angel at some time, question mark. I sense we have a joint mission or that my own mission is somehow related to her. I just feel like you've got to go separate ways. Hang on a sec. Oh, wow, I've got to find this person. Far out. And I know it's coming up. It'll probably be in the next hour. What do you do when someone is stalking me with Aka name for you with Aka name for years, please? What do you do when someone is stalking you? What you talking spiritual, Holly? So Holly Burling, she says, what do you do when someone is stalking me with Aka name for years, please? I don't understand the question. So what is Aka? What do you mean Aka name? What's that mean? The same name? Just write that a little bit better, Holly, and I'll answer it for you, lovey. Marissa Serafina says, my daughter graduates on Wednesday. Anything from spirit for her? Yes, congratulations. It's beautiful. You're welcome. Oh, that's beautiful. Carly Williams says, I've just started a community project, Her Journey Unknown, for the ladies in the community that have suffered with domestic abuse, mental health, substance abuse, etc. We have coffee mornings and starting at support groups and classes in the community room. We also do a coffee and for Ukrainian ladies too. Well done. That's beautiful. Have I got your name here for the random? Oh, I've got to stop this again. Sorry, guys. I don't know who it is, but they're making me cough. I don't know who it is in this live because I don't know if it's me or you guys. But Carly, that's beautiful. I've got your address, so you're getting a bracelet. Oh, Maxie Green says, my daughter was sick all week. Yeah. What do you do? What do you when someone is stalking you with? Okay, you've got that question again. Okay, let's keep going. So if I've missed your question, then post your question again and readable so I can understand it because I'm a bit blonde, you know. Okie dokie. Jess O'Neill says, hello, can I get a reading, please? I'm very worried about someone who is currently in hospital at the moment. Breaks my heart thinking about them. Also, I've been missing my pets that have passed. Are they still with me? And know how much I love them. Is there any other messages? How many messages do you want me to answer, Jess? Hang on a second. I am very worried about someone who is currently in hospital. And I feel like that's a male. So just going forward there, Jess, I just feel like you going forward, you have to put that beautiful energy into that person of seeing them come out of hospital. And I also get 1 to 2 weeks for them as well. They'll be out. They need that positive energy. They need that, like, that kind of, energy for a prayer or something like that. That's what I'm getting for you as well. So Jacqueline Michelle, she said, should I pursue my writing and music path? Yes, lovey, 100%. You're very talented. Over to you there, Ellie. What have we got? A validation?
Yeah, it was just from
Oh, yeah, I found it.
Monique Charisma. She said both herself and her little girl are sitting there with a terrible cough.
Oh, thank God we found it. Right. It's really bad because I feel like it's really bad. So hopefully it'll stop for me now. Thank God. Okay. So, where's that question again? Holly, what do you do when someone is stalking you with the same name? Is with Aka name, please. What do you mean, same name? Is that what you mean?
Aka means, AKA means also known as. It's like an abbreviation.
Also known as name. I don't get that though. Yeah. Thanks, Ellie. Yeah, well, if they're stalking to you and they're threatening you, you've gotta actually make sure that you get to, the police, or get someone to put I don't know, if they're threatening you, it's an ABO, isn't it? I'm not a cop, but I'm not a police officer, but I'm pretty sure it's, you shouldn't be doing it. Okay, thanks, Nicole Reynolds. I saw that. Thank you. All right. Barb Ann Young, never heard that name before. Oh, thanks, Ashley Gibbs, Aka, also known as. Thank you. Monique, so she says, I'm sorry, now I know why I was coughing my heart out, because it feels like I can't breathe. But I still feel like there's an elderly man that I can see just going like this, just coughing, just putting his head down, like coughing his heart out. It's like he's got whooping cough and he can't get his breath. Okay. So who's that? Is someone like that around you, or an elderly man that's passed? That's what I see. Fifi Picos, my sister has had a very hard day today with her little ones. Any messages from spirit? Okay. So why do I have to go and pop my ears? What's the story with that? So now I see a young child around you. I don't know if it's Kelly Marie Roberts, Michelle Nicole Reynolds, or Marissa Serafino, or Wendy Merce Martin. One of those children that are around you had grommets in their ears, or some issues with their ears, inside the ear. So what's with the ears? Okay, I also get for you, Fifi, I get the number 16 around you. So it's just flashed twice to me. I wasn't quick enough the first time, and you just flashed it twice. He's flashed also 17, so you got 8, and you got 7. So you got July, and you've got August as well. So what's coming up in July and August that's significant? And I feel like it's birthdays and anniversaries. I also feel like in August too, / September, things are going to change dramatically for you. It's like you need this change. The changes are coming, okay? And I also see like what do you call it? A 3. It looks like a clad home, and it looks like a 3 or 4 3-bedroom, like with a sunroom or something like that at the back attached. And I see this bedroom at the back. It's like it's got a little bit of like dark energy, like negative energy in the back of it. So. And I also get the number 12 around you. So you've got December. So what's coming in March? 3 as well. So you got December as well. So it's going to be a significant month for December. Not talking about Christmas, But ramping up to Christmas is going to be beautiful. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. Just 1 second. Oh my gosh, I have to cough my heart out. These poor people. This is what my screen. I just can't believe how much the coughing these people have had. That's insane. If somebody is stalking you, you get legal help 100%. You need to as soon as possible. 100%. So Karina Latimer, my mum and I both have coughs at the moment. There you go. Oh. And I don't ever have this. I didn't have it before I started. Angela Simone, laughing out loud to the blonde comment. Love your humor. Well, I am very funny most of the time. I just that I've got to tell it straight sometimes too, you know. Okay, let's keep going. Wow. Angela Simone, does spirit think I should go with my gut and get my heart checked? Simone, Angela, sorry, what are you waiting for? A heart attack? Go and get your heart checked, lovey. Seriously. Don't wait for me to tell you. Go and get your heart checked. If you got a gut feeling about your ticker, you need to go and get your heart checked. Seriously. And if any psychic tells you anything different, they're crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, Fifi Pico, she says, my father passed like this. Right. There you go. That what? Coughing? Oh my God, I just cannot get my breath back when I was coughing before. So okay. So Ashley says, my dad had emphysema in his last days. He was struggling to breathe. There you go. from pneumonia. That's insane. I would hate to get that. I think that would be the worst. It's like you can't. It's like your lungs are full, and I just couldn't breathe when I was coughing, and I had to turn my mic off. Angela Simone, does spirit think I should go to with my gut? Yes, lovey. Yeah. And if your anxiety is peaking, usually that can be also a mineral deficiency, such as what's it called? Magnesium. Okay, so if you're suffering with anxiety or depression or anything like that, it's usually a magnesium deficiency as well. So top up your magnesium and hopefully that'll make you feel better. But if you don't feel better, then go to Dr. Lovey. Ruthie Smith, Dad's birthday was in August, mine is July. There you go. This is our house you described. Fair enough, thank you. That was for Fifi, but this is what happens with spirit sometimes when you have so many people on. Okay. Okay, me, our Mayona. She says, when I leave my relationship, will I be financially okay? And will my grandson continue to live with me? So the thing is, you're asking a negative question. So you're going to make it very difficult for yourself. You need to say, when I leave my relationship, I will be financially fit. I will be comfortable. I will not have to worry about money. I will be perfectly fine. Carrie Ann Marshall Kern, she says, maybe it's me, question mark. I'm smoking. Stop smoking, you naughty girl. Holly Burling says validation. Aka name is hiding your identity of who you are, and he has been stalking me for years. For years, changes your name though through Depol. Thank you for letting me know to contact the police. Yeah. Also, is I believe that that's not your real name too. Is that correct there, Holly? And if it is, I feel like you should change your name. What are you waiting for? This guy is a nutcase. If he hasn't moved on after 6 months, he's just not all there. I don't feel like he's all there, Lovey. I feel like he's already got that type of confusion in the brain, you know? It's not even confusion, it's just not all there. He's just a sandwich short of a picnic, really. And is that something to be kind of like not worried about, you know, like not concerned about? Of course, you've got to be concerned about it. Anybody that's stalking someone, you've always got to be concerned about. You don't know what they're going to do. And if they've been doing this for years, then that's even worse. And you should be doing something about this, Lovey. Jeez. That's just not on. Like, why? So, in other words, this is how it is. I'm going to tell you exactly straight how it is. Spirit's just showing me a different perspective, and that is if he's been stalking you and he knows that you know he's been stalking to you, that to him in his eyes, he thinks that you accept it, that you like it, that you like the stalking. That's why he continues to do it. Do you see the difference? And that's not a good thing. It's a mental thing. It's not good. Does that make sense from a different perspective, Holly? I wouldn't like. I've had people stalk me, and I've had to move areas. Fifi Pico, she said yes. His lungs filled with fluid. That's right. Yeah. See, now I don't have the coughing. Now that you've told me who it is, I don't have the coughing. And was this guy? Did this guy have like a bit of a belly? Because his personality is really strong. He had a little bit of a belly, and I feel like he might have had diabetes or onset type 2 diabetes as well. I'm pretty sure he had the onset of diabetes. They're showing me the diabetic belly. I just heard diabetic belly, DB. And what's the number? Yeah, I've got 16 before. So back to 16 again. Definitely 16. Oh, there you go. Ruthie Smith, she said also, my dad passed with pneumonia 12 years today. That's probably why I copped a double whammy. So 2 people's spirit on this side. All right. Kathy Davis says, my mother died a month ago. Ever since I've been constantly hungry. And I get without going into the hormones and without going into all that background of anatomy and physiology, it's usually a leptin or ghrelin, we call it in the hormones, leptin or ghrelin. Look them up. One of them's overactive, okay? So I'm going to leave it up to you to look it up. I know which one it is, but I want you to do your homework on your body. So go and look that up. And if you're not sleeping right, and I feel like you're not sleeping right too, Kathy, and that's why you're in this position of just eating, because it's giving you comfort. And in one of those hormones, when they're not how can I say it? When they're not sufficient, they will overactivate you to be hungry all the time because they haven't fulfilled that satiety level, if that makes sense. They don't turn off. They continue to stay on. It's just like leaving a tap on and you're just filling up the sink with the tap. Carly Williams, that's a good question. Now I see this a lot. I get a lot of questions after my shows, but I don't get time to answer them all. So is everything going to be okay now living here in the same area as my narcissistic ex? Will he leave me alone now and stop his smear campaign? No. They never stop their smear campaign because why? Narcissists have a way of turning it around, because they've done this before, and they have a way of turning it around so that you are the villain. So if you're living in the same area and people think you're the villain, then you're going to constantly have this pin on your back, or this, like this target on your back as the villain. Okay? Angela Simone says, thanks. I take magnesium, vitamin C, and vitamin D, and calcium. Beautiful. Imagine if you didn't. Also look up, you haven't got in there zinc. So zinc is for the mind as well. So look up the zinc, an immune system. So what you're taking is fantastic. You're just missing one, zinc, and probably selenium as well. All right. Nicole Reynolds, she said, the pneumonia is awful. I had to sleep sitting up for 2.5 weeks and was a 6 to 5 week recovery. Wow. That's no good. Leona Sunday, she said, my dad's birthday is today. He went through a lot before he went to hear institute in Ottawa. He was like a fish out of water. Oh, it was so scary. He's doing good now. That's good. That's beautiful. Just keep the comfort there. There's quite a few people on here with coughs, Lesley. Winter has certainly, kicked off with a huge bang. Quite a lot of systems going around concerning colds. Yeah, but no, not like this. Not like I was explaining. And I was talking, Karen, I was talking about, that's very general. I was talking about the elderly man that I could see with his head down. That's got, like, he's sort of like got a baldy head as well, and he's got a big belly. And he's still here now. So Wendy Merce Martin, she says, I'm a little scared to move in 8 weeks. Why? Can you see why? I can't put my thumb on it. Why are you scared? It's going to be amazing. It's just like, you've got to think of it as if it's a beautiful holiday, just a different time, It's all in your path, Wendy. It's going to be amazing. Just stop thinking like that. Stop doubting. What are you doubting it for? So you said, I'm a little scared. What are you scared of? What are you scared of? I reckon I'd be scared of moving again too, because I hate moving. But there's nothing to be scared of. It's gonna be beautiful. You just gotta stick to yourself, Keep going, girl. Don't stop in the middle. You sounds like you're stopping in the middle. Yeah, beautiful, Kelly. Kelly Roberts. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So Wendy Merce Martin, she says, I promise you, if you don't get help, I am not being rude. My young daughter had a stalker. She said, stop it. It is not a game. Mind yourself. Exactly 100%. It's not a game. Stalkers don't game play. They're out for the real thing. Why do you think they're stalking you for? What do you think they want? If they can't have you, they don't want no one else to have you either. Okay? Fifi, she said his birthday's in December. And that's what I got. There we go. December. So yeah, it's important that we don't play games with people. If they're stalking you or if they're doing the wrong thing by you, it's not a game. You're a human being. You don't need to be treated like this. So do you see my work? Joe Max says, do you see my work taking off, please, Lesley? Will I get employment from it? Yes, I do see it taking off. I feel like it's going to be slow though. Okay? Hang in there. Maxie Green says, my dad passed away. He had a bad chest infection. He was coughing bad. So sad watching him go through that. Yeah, 100%. I felt it. Don't you worry. And I feel so. Out of you and the other two ladies, which one of you had the elderly man that had the cough? He put his head down. He was coughing his heart out. He couldn't get his breath. It was like whooping cough on steroids. And he had he had like the hair here, but the rest was all baldy. The top part was baldy. And he had a belly, and he looked like he had like I don't know if it looks like a robe, or he's in hospital, or kind of like a robe type thing. Okay. I don't know if he had a robe on. Looks like a robe to me. Yeah. Oops. Wait there. Okay. Destiny Marie, hello there. Kathy Davis, hello. You're welcome. Angela. Okay, thanks. I'll look into it. Yes. Yeah, so Wendy Harvey, she says, it's so true. Narcissistic people absolutely love control. So even if they can't have you, and they know that they can actually control, empower you to be afraid, then they will be doing that to you. They will stalk you. They will do that. So Kathy Charlotte Davis, she said it's ghrelin. Well, you need to look it up, lovey. I'm not going to do a PT session here. Sorry, you got to look it up. Crystal Brown Moore, she's watching. Hello again from Nova Scotia, Canada. Crystal Moores, thanks for joining me. Joe Max says, thank you, my lovely. I'm not giving up on this venture because I was guided by my spirit to do it. Yeah, beautiful. Keep going. Don't stop in the middle. Just get in there. I mean, everything when you start up something doesn't always just go bang like that, you know. So you've got to be patient. Patience is a virtue, I just heard for you. Yes, I can. Angela Simone. She said, Lesley, can you set intentions and freeze your stalkers? I'm pretty sure I can. It sounds weird, and I know that sounds very confident and cocky, but I've done a few things in the past, like spiritual stuff that I teach on my workshops. I won't teach it here. That I do, and it's really quite bizarre, but it works. I've had a few people do it. Had one of my friends try and wish, his neighbour to get away from her because he was annoying her and causing her grief with the council, and she wished him COVID. And turns out, guess who got COVID? And I said to her, whatever you do, do not wish anything bad on this bloke. And so she was so angry with him. She wished COVID on him. And sure as ever, guess who got the COVID? Her, big time. She got sick. She had the flu big time. You got to be careful when you wish for something, or when you send out a message to someone, especially if you use all your energy. If you send that out, it'll bounce back. If it's bad, it'll bounce back and it'll hit you back 10 times. And it sounds really weird, but it does do things like that. Angela Simone, Lesley, can you set, yes, sorry. So Leona Sunday, she says, single parent, she says, I'd love to know anything on my kids that I need to know. Please and thank you. You need to show a lot of love. Have a sock fight. Every now and then, always have a sock fight when they're upset. When they're upset, just make sure you have that good cop, bad cop relationship with them, and they'll be fine. I feel like they got their heads screwed on anyway. You just need to pull back the reins, that's all. Don't let them to be the parent over you as the child, So once you work that part out and you switch it and pull the reins up, they'll have a bit more respect for you. Nicole Reynolds, what's his name? John Psychic Medium. I never heard of John Psychic Medium. Sorry, lovey. I don't know who you're talking about there. Don't know, lovey. Do spirits have any messages for me? Leanne, Julia, my life is in chaos in so many areas. I am unsure where to start and what to do to get things to start smoothing over. Thank you. So, Leanne, you've just told spirit and the universe to continue with your life in chaos because you're unsure where to start. So they're going to continue doing this to you. and what to do to get things to start smoothing over. So the first thing that you got to do is go and watch The Secret. I say this on every single show. Go and watch The Secret. It's going to change your life. You're going to go, oh my God, what have I missed all these years like I did? So when you start watching The Secret, it's got all the laws of attraction. So you will never say, my life is in chaos ever again, because you're putting that seed out there to the universe to continuously keep your life in chaos. So welcome to the chaos, because that's what you're going to get if you continually talk like that, lovey. So going forward, I feel like for you that there's a lot of things going to change, a lot of things. 2 obstacles coming up, minor ones. And once you get past them, and your experience from what you're doing is going to push you forward into the future. So embrace the moment, even though it's not good, even though it's negative. And that's because of the stuff that you've been saying, the planting of the seed that you've been doing with spirit. Spirit doesn't, and I haven't seen your name before there, but I'm just going to say it again. Spirit doesn't know whether something's right or wrong. It just doesn't know. It's literal. It means if it's negative or positive, it doesn't know. If you say, I want to get that black dress, it'll get you the black dress, but you won't have a timeline for it. So it might come now, 2 weeks time, 2 months time, 2 years time, whenever you'll get that black dress. But then also you'll get the wrong size, you'll get the wrong length, you'll get the wrong fitting, everything. So you need to make sure that when you say things, that you say it properly with conviction and that beautiful energy behind it, as well as making sure that you don't put out the wrong words in the universe, just like you did with the question. Okay, so my life is in chaos in so many areas. So what's going to happen? That one sentence is going to continue to make your life chaos in every area that it could possibly do. Do you get it? So think about what you say, and even if it's in your mind, you don't think it, you need to change here so that it comes out here. 1000%. Fifi, she says, I used to call him a nickname because of the robe. Oh, okay, right. There you go. Maxie Green, she says, my dad was in a nursing home when he passed away. He had a belly, but lost a lot of weight and was coughing a lot with the chest infection. Yeah. I don't know if this was whooping cough or chest infection, but I could not breathe through down my throat, and I could feel my lungs filling up, so I just feel like it's a lung thing as well. So Diane McKenzie, she said, laughing out loud, third and last question. Okay. Hope you see this one. She says, our neighbor across the road, Mike, a sports scientist, is he meeting Miss Wright anytime soon? Just asking, as hubby and I want Mike to be happy, please and thank you. I feel like Mr. Scientist, sports scientist, is very comfortable in his own way at the moment. I don't feel like he's going to be seeing anybody soon. He's very comfortable in doing. He's got things to finish. They're saying to me. Okay, so I think, yeah, it's what you want. It's not what he wants. Wendy Moose March says, nobody is allowed to have you. I was not making up the comment in regards to my daughter's stalker. She said, turned quite bad. She says, please do safe as soon. Grab somebody you trust to help you. 100%. Nicole Reynolds, was a man in spirit with a cough named John. I don't know. I didn't get that. I didn't get that, lovey. So Crystal Infused Charmaine, she says, law of attraction is absolutely amazing. My son had failed his L's a few times because his energy was low. He just said, before I feel this is the past tonight. He passed laughing out loud. Now he's saying, next I'll get a job at Foot Locker and my cast will be off my hand and I'll be awesome. Ha ha ha. Let's hope the other 2 children start the list laws of attraction that we are learning, putting it out there the right way. 100%. Teach your kids. You know how much this is going to change your life as well as their life. It's incredible. And just because you can't see spirit or you can't see the universe or whatever they're doing, I swear to God, it's always listening to your mind, even if you don't say it out loud, it's always listening to your feeling and the way you project yourself with it. It's insane. There's so many examples, and I don't want to bore you with them, but there's so many examples. Over to you, Ellie. I think she's got a validation for me.
No, you've already read it out.
Sorry. Okay, what have we got here? Emily Rose, this is not recorded. This is live. I'm live right now, lovey. I can see your name there. Emily Rose, are you there? Yes, I'm here. I'm just reading from my iPad. Look, Emily Rose, there's my iPad where I read all my questions from. So you're clearly on a different page. So if you're on one of the group pages, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. I'm streaming across 8 platforms tonight. 2, 4, 6 Facebook, 1 YouTube, and 1 Twitch. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon, 1 Rumble. So 5 Facebook, 1 Rumble, 1 Twitch, 1 YouTube. Diane McKenzie, great. Thanks, Leslie. Glad to know Mike's okay in his own skin. Thanks for the update. Enjoy your evening. You're welcome. Karen Riley, thank you, darling. Much appreciated. My sister got it and cried her eyes out. Oh, what was that for? Yeah, so the video for The Secret. Okay, so Jess O'Neill said, yes, Leslie, you're right. It is a male in hospital, yes. So The Secret, you just go to YouTube and you look up The Secret full movie and you'll see it. It's a documentary. You'll have to watch it a few times to get it because you'll watch it and you'll get bored and then you'll go, oh my God, I've got to see the rest of it because there's financial, there's love, there's career, there's everything. It's amazing. So Jess Harvey, when will I have my surgery? Oh, we're not supposed to answer stuff on medical and that. But I do feel like I've just got 2 months for you, within 2 months. So Beatrice, she said, hi Leslie, love to see you. Any messages from Spirit for me as I'd love to know about buying my own place anytime soon. Thank you. Wow, okay, that'd be awesome. So the place, wow. I just feel like going forward, there's a few little things that are going to come up before you get your place. So you've got to get some ducks in a row first, okay? So I would be looking, and what's this month? So this is June. We've got June. I get the end of July, August for you to start looking. Just get everything in order so that when you move into the property, it's going to be amazing. That's what I'm seeing for you. And I feel like the property is going to change. Crystal Brown Moore, she said, highly, highly recommend The Secret, 1000%. Can't stress it enough. I tell you guys every time, if you haven't watched it, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. And I'm not just saying it because I want to be a hero about it. I want you to see what I mean about it because it's just so important. Oh. Jess Harvey says, thank you. I've been on a waiting list for about 3 years for weight loss surgery. Lovey, you can do it yourself. Go walking. Start to get walking, Jess. Go walking. Get your body moving. Look up the ghrelin and leptin that I was just talking about. Consuela Ibarra, hello. Karen Riley, Leslie, possible, please. I would love a spirit message from my dad. It's been a while since I've heard him, missing him badly. So why haven't you heard him for a while, Karen? What's going on there? It's not like he's on holidays. I feel like why is my left ear itchy? What did he have issues? Did he have hair? I don't know why I've got to say it though, but was he a character and he had lots of hair in his ear and he used to pluck it out? Did he? Did he have lots of hair in his ear? and Karen used to pluck it out. Or used to tickle his ear because it's tickling my ear. What was with the ears? I'm not sure what he's trying to tell me there. And what I also get 12th in December around you as well. And I don't know why, but I've got to say it. But what is the dining chair got to do with your dad? Did it break, or was it in the wrong spot, or what was my ears are itchy now? What was with the dining chair? I don't know what happened with the dining chair. And it looks like to me a white dining chair, like a wooden white one. A wooden one. It's got like a white cover over it, or wooden brown one with a white cover maybe. I don't know. I don't get it. I have to say what I get though. I also feel like going forward for you. Did you get your hair done not long ago? Because he's saying that he likes the way you've done your hair. I don't know, that sounds general, but that's what I just got. Or you're thinking of changing your hair. What's with the hair? Or did he have it? Because he's saying, no, it was me. But then he's shown me you again, so I can't tell who's who. So hair done. And what's with the white car? So the white car, 4-door car, and it's also got issues with tires or pulling to the left or right or something with the steering column. And what's going on there? I can give you 2 weeks to get that car fixed. The first person, if it's not you, the first person, or it's a light colored car. So if that's not you, it's the first person that you think of that you come to mind that has a white colored car. That's really important. So this, you're saying here, Tammy Conley, so cut out all the carbohydrates and all the sugar, 100%. If you've got sugar, you're just feeding yourself cancer, guys. 100%. Cancer cells love sugar. Carbohydrates, so if you're on bread, if you're on white bread, white pasta, or white potatoes, it's all fattening food. So get off it. That's the first thing I tell all my clients. You can get all the carbohydrates you want out of vegetables. So if you start a diet, I'm going to be doing the psychic PT stuff soon. So if you're going to start a diet, you need to make sure that you slowly introduce things. Don't just go bang, 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 because in 4 to 6 weeks, I can honestly guarantee you 100% you'll be sick, because your body goes into a shock mode because it sits in homeostasis environment 1. You're trying to change that environment to be something that it's not used to. So it'll go, whoa, hang on a second. I'm going to make you sick. I'm going to slow you down because I don't know what you're doing to me. Oh, Sonia Floor, she says, think about it real good. I regret getting the surgery done. I was 298 pounds. Now I'm 132, and now I have a lot of health issues. Yeah, because you've got to slowly do things, guys. You can't go and do things gun ho. It's not a quick fix. Everybody's looking for the quick fix. You can't do that with your body. Trust me. I've been a personal trainer for 30. My God, I was 18. I'm 53. So how many years was that? Someone work it out. I'm hopeless with maths. That's one thing I'm hopeless at. So someone went on keto. You just got to make sure that you don't eat crap. First thing to do, guys, is get off the sugar drinks, Coca-Colas, Pepsis, whatever else, lemonade, whatever else it is. That's the first thing. Second thing is your sugar. Get rid of the sugar. Slowly reduce the sugar down, because you'll get headaches, you'll have issues. Then you start looking at the pastas, get the pastas away, the pizzas, all that really yucky stuff. Get that out of your life. Don't eat any processed food. Just start to reduce things slowly out of your diet. Otherwise, you're going to get sick. Trust me. I know. I've seen it 1,000 times. Melinda McMahon, she says, Hello, honey. Can I ask about my house, please? I went to subdivide my home. I want to subdivide my home, please. Will it happen? Yes, and I think that's a great idea. So go and do it. It's going to be good for you, and that money's going to pay for something else. I can see it coming. It's going to be good. It's like big smiles. Okay. And I also see the number 6 around you, Melinda. So what's number 6? I feel like it'll be 6 months. 6 months for you. You're going to be full steam ahead. Make sure you get it subdivided properly. Don't go for any cheap ass, subdivision thing. Make sure you get it done properly because it's going to come back and bite you later. Okay, that's really important. Don't just skim out on the money now. Pay that extra couple of grand or whatever you've got to pay to get it done properly. Otherwise, you're going to be snookered. I want to show you something that I've been addicted to. So, these little things here, berries. These are berries. And I think these ones here are cranberries. If you're having a sugar craving, that's what I eat. And there's like a blueberry. And they're really, really sweet. But that's what I have. It's like sultanas. Or you've got the goji berries. Okay. And then this one here, I think it's I've forgotten what this one is. What is it? What does it taste like? Date. What else is there? This one here. I've forgotten this one is too. That one is. It's got a peculiar taste. Like an orange or like a mandarin. But I just put them in a little thing and I take them to work and that's what I nibble on. So I graze all day. See, when your body, when you go on a diet, your body changes all the time, every 7 years. I mean, when you go on a diet, you have let me just quickly explain this because this will make sense. This will prompt you all to do my PT workshop. If this is your body, these are the fat cells in your body, okay? If these are the fat cells in your body, okay, and you've started to lose weight, so this is what will happen to them. I'll see if I can get a different color. I'll show you. Yep. So they'll all deplete like this. This is how I used to lecture it. And they'll go flat. They'll never, ever go away fully, but they'll go flat like that. So they'll go from a round circle, puffed up looking fat cell to a skinny flat cell. So instead of the cell being this big, it'll shrink, but it's still there. So what will happen is when you actually have a diet, when you lose weight, that's fat cell depletes, right? And you lose fluid. So everything that you lose, probably about for the first 3 to 5 kilos, is fluid. And then when you have this diet going on forever, you continually deplete all those fat cells. But then people still, when they actually get off that diet, they still don't do their exercise or whatever. They still eat the same amount of food that they had before and they stop the exercise. They don't stay on that diet forever. Then what happens is they actually they get those fat cells and those fat cells puff up again, same ones. But because you've been eating so much food and you haven't been exercising, you actually have more fat cells and you become bigger than you were when you first started. So that's what you'll look like. So that's why it's important to stick to something, and the quick fix to go and have stomach stapled and whatever else is not going to work, because what it does is you'll be vomiting your heart out to have after your surgery, because you can't swallow food or keep the food in your stomach for long enough Your body will reject it because that little sphincter thing that's on that stomach closes that end up, and then the other end, and then you can't get food down, so it has to come back up. So you're forever throwing up. So, and you have to eat small amounts of food, and then you are deficient in all your minerals and all your essential vitamins because you don't get that nourishment. And that's why people have lots of issues after. So get off all the crap food for a start and do the right thing by your body, guys. And I was literally going, I didn't have time to post up tonight. I was literally going to post up the PT one coming up soon. Jessica there is something you can take to get rid of sugar cravings. No, you shouldn't be taking anything. You should let it do natural, guys. You have to wean off. So think of sugar, think of drugs, think of alcohol, think of smoking. They're all addictive stuff. I don't care what anyone says, they are addictive. You need to have it because you're addicted to it. That's why it's so bad for you. When you come off it, you have to wean slowly off. So for example, if you have 3 sugars in your tea or coffee, you wean off. You have for a week or 5 days or 1 week, you have, instead of having 3 sugars, you have 2.5 sugars for 1 week. Then you'll drop it back to 2 sugars for another week. And then you'll drop it back to 1.5 sugars for another week. So it could take you 4 or 5 weeks to get off the sugars just in your coffee. You'll see a massive drop in your body weight, your body fat content after even just reducing the sugar, just getting rid of that sugar bit. Then you reduce the fizzy drink. Then you reduce the other bread and the, what's it called? Pasta and the white potatoes, which are, useless for you. Go to sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have got more effect for estrogen levels as well. They help with that. And pumpkin. Jump on the healthy stuff, guys. It's not going to kill you. I don't want this to be a PT session, but yeah. I almost feel like I've got to go back and start lecturing again because I miss it. Yes, these are they're like sultanas, but they're dried up berries. This is a berry batch. That's what they call them, Jessica. And I just nibble on them because your brain needs at least 120 grams of carbohydrates per day just to sleep, just to function to sleep. Sonia Floor, she says, I've been dreaming about my mum a lot lately. Is my mum trying to tell me something? She's been gone for 12 years. Never have I dreamt about her till now. I just feel like it's time that you need her now. That's why she's coming around to help you. She's letting you know that she's still there. She's always been there, Sonia. Tammy Collins says, see your doctor and see a good endocrinologist. They will help you. Dried fruit is loaded with sugar. Yes, but it's only small. It's only a little bit. If at least this one here is not the real poisonous bloody sugar where it's all white. Okay? See, you're saying, Tammy, to drop all fruit. You can't always drop fruit. Fruit is still good for you. You've got to eat in moderation. And there's a sequence that we use as PTs for this. See, if you have to have a multivitamin every day, then you're not eating properly as well. Jessica she said our meals are wrong. Small meals in the morning. She said with an orange citrus large at lunch and small low carb at night. Easier said than done. Barbara, excellent. I'm always shocked. Yeah, I'm a bit shocked too. It's a very, very. I had a friend that actually went through the surgery, and I just never stopped, never ever saw her once stop vomiting. So the PT side of what I do is not. It's not like it's going to challenge you to turn your whole life upside down. It actually educates you. I like to educate. That's how I used to do it with my clients. Tammy Connolly, yes, I do see you changing jobs, and I feel like it's going to be good. And I also get another two more opportunities for you. So hang in there. And Jessica, is that pumpkins good? Yes, 1000%. So when you don't eat, if you miss your breakfast, if your metabolism's not working, you're going to put on weight. If you're not eating, you do not have a good metabolism. If you're not eating, if you're only eating one meal a day or you're storing or whatever, your body doesn't know when it's going to get its next meal. So what it'll do is it'll store anything and everything. Doesn't matter how good or bad it is, it'll store it because it goes far out. I don't know when she's going to feed me. I've got to live. I've got to survive. All your body wants to do is survive. Beatrice, she says, what are your thoughts on intermittent fasting? And some people it agrees with, and some people it doesn't. Intermittent fasting, people can do that. They lose weight. But then I've seen people that can cope with it. Their bodies can cope with it. Just depends on the person's body. And I've seen people that can cope with it, but then their minds are fried. They have no brain cells left. You can't even talk to them because they don't even know what you're saying. They're just like poker face. Then I've had people that actually go and do exams from intermittent fasting, not even eat. Some people, like I had a young gentleman here at the house doing some painting for me over the last 2 days, and I said, "Do you want something to eat? I haven't seen you eat today." And he said, "No, no, no, I don't eat at all during the day." And I went, "Oh my God, I don't know you could do it." But that's just the way his body is. So when your body's swollen, half the time it's inflammation. Tammy Connolly, please don't keep saying no pumpkin, no sweet potato. Sweet potato is amazing for estrogen. It's if you've got a lot of fat on your butt, it's amazing for estrogen. So there's certain ways that you have to measure your food too. So sometimes it can be a thyroid thing, Karen Riley. So she says, I don't put on weight, my body does the opposite. Yeah, well, it can be a thyroid thing too. And I can explain that, but not right now. Hang on, I've got this bloke come back again. One sec. I feel like this bloke's here again. I just saw your message now, JCT. But let me just go back 1 second. I noticed when I was on keto, I had no cravings. I didn't even want to pick up food that was sitting there. When I'm not in keto, I crave. So you probably got to work out what real keto is too. Because a lot of people say they're in keto, but then they go and eat certain foods and then they're still not in keto. So when I teach my people, my students and my PT clients to get off sugar, all I have to do is just tell it takes about 21 days. Oh my God. And this poor bloke, oh my God, he's really, really. I'll go over to you, Ellie, because you've got the validation there.
Yeah. So Alana Stephen said validation doctors came in when you got to me, but I managed to go back and see my kid is going to be out of hospital in a few days, not going to take a week and a half. It's nothing major. I know he was protected by everyone in the spirit world, including his great-grandparents. The energy you see is me doing healing and Reiki, but I do have a bit of leg in a cast. You see, is we're waiting on hip surgery for him, hopefully very soon. And there's another bit that didn't fit in the program. Give me 2 seconds. Hopefully waiting to hear from the surgeon. Looking forward to the pockets filling up quickly because I want to set up a very specific business, which I'm manifesting the money for. Thank you very much for your time and energy. Lots of love to you and everyone here.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. JC2, put please message from my other one if possible. Oh, I can't stop coughing. I know that. Far out. I get the number 9 around you, Jay, and I also feel like 7 as well. So July. So what's with the I don't know. Oh, geez. What's with the elderly lady here? And I feel like I've just had pain in my chest, and I feel like that's on my left breast. I feel like there's either like a breast cancer or something like that with this lady. Now, please help me out because I feel like that this lady also had no breath as well. And I got tears. Far out. And I also, they just asked me to write down brain as well. So what was with the brain function as well? I feel like something had metastasized or got to the brain. And the message for you is whatever you're doing right now is important for you going forward. So every step that you take is really important. I've got a cough again. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Wow, this person, I'll tell you what, guys, is full on. I can't seem to get rid of that person. Now, just with you, CJ, where are we? Sorry, not sure about the lady. It was my brother who passed, but not a brain or breast. But who's the person around you that has that? Why did I get that for? So there must be somebody around you. I'm not usually wrong with my messages there, JC. So what's going on with the person around you? And I feel like this is an elderly lady, like a grandmother or a great grandmother. And I feel like this lady also, she's also got dark brown hair, curly hair. So who's that? And I feel like you're going to have news soon. Soon via phone. Good news. It's like you've got a big smile on your face. Okay? And I'll leave that there. So there's no one around you with that. So it must be someone else, Beatrice or Angela Simone or Tammy Connolly. Can you relate to that? But it's really strong. Angela Simone, she said, Lesley, it feels like you're talking to me. Okay. Must be her. That's so strong. Too many messages coming through for the wrong people because there's spirits all over the place tonight. No. Don't try and make it fit, Jay. I feel like this is what you don't have a grandmother in spirit. You don't have a great grandmother in spirit there, Jay. Who was that person? So it was where is she? Tammy. Where did it go? So Angela Simone. If that relates to you, let me know. She said, yes, it's my cousin, and I saw someone in the room before. Fair enough. Okay. And so will you be getting news about this too? What's some good news coming up as well? It's either Jay or you. So Jay, you don't have a great grandmother at all, do you? How does that work? I don't understand how that works. You don't have a grandmother? Okay, Mimi. So send me your questions, guys. I'll be off the live feed in about 25 minutes. So you got 25 minutes and I can go and stop coughing my heart up. So where's Mimi? She said, anyone come through for me? So I get the number 6 around you, Mimi, and I also get 8 and 7. So 6, 7, and 8. So you've got July, June, July, August. I feel like those months is going to be extremely busy for you. I don't know why, but I also just saw a coffin, a brown coffin, and I also saw what do you call it, a massive piano. One of those grandfather pianos or whatever they call them. And I feel like this is being played at the funeral. Yeah. I just saw a funeral and I just saw a brown coffin being walked down with these men holding the coffin, walking down into the church. So I feel like this was a past loved one. And this past loved one was definitely at the funeral, and he was quite surprised at the funeral of how many people turned up. And saying it was beautiful. And they keep showing me the piano or the organ. I just said the organ, like the piano organ. It was beautiful. And the message for you there, Mimi, is to keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop in the middle. It's like you wanna keep running around in circles, but you've got to stop sometimes and just have a look and then keep going. But don't stop in the middle, if that makes sense. Okay. So Tammy calling, she said, "Can you describe the lady you're feeling around you?" So that's like and Jay just came back and said, yes, he does have a great grandmother now in spirit. So I get like an elderly grandmother, and I feel like this elderly grandmother was dark brown hair when she was younger. Okay, so her hair went grey, but she's also got dark brown hair and when she was younger. And I feel like this lady, she sort of had it like permed here, permed, and it was kind of what do you call it? Like not like a bob, but a long bob, if that makes sense. And I also feel like she had issues with her skin, and she's shown me skin or wrist or something like that. She just said that her wrist was very sore. So who's got the wrist? And I also got my feet numb, so my left foot is numb. And she's also given me hip pain as well, so back pain everywhere. So this lady was quite unwell. Wendy Harvey, she just said, yes, darling, your coughing is related to a lady. Okay. Which lady? This is what she sends me. Because I can't stop coughing. It was killing me. And I actually still feel like it's going to make me cough again. So feet numb. I just get the feet numb for this lady. And I also see her in a bed as well. And I feel like that she's had she's changing my voice. So I feel like this lady had something like emphysema as well, or she had issues with breathing because I feel like my lungs are filled up. Like tonight, it must be the night for lungs and coughing. I'm telling you, as I feel like I can't breathe and I feel like I've got all my air in my chest, not in my lungs. I can't fit any air in my lungs. That's how it feels. This funeral is has got a like a grand piano, like a what do you call it, a organ in there. It's in a big church, huge church. Of course, we get funerals going to churches, but this one here is significant, and the tunes are just beautiful. Let me just go back over to this page. Terry T says, "Hi, Miss Lesley. Hey, Miss Lesley. Lovely weekend to you. May I ask for spirit messages to guide me as I'm on, to guide me on my higher self? Thank you, Miss Lesley." um, Terry. So guiding on your this I feel like there's work changes coming up for you, and I also feel like there's so what's with either new car or issues with the car that you need to get fixed on the car. And now why is my voice changing around you as well? So who's the person with the throat or something that's hold throat and that's actually passed by that? Okay. And I feel like it's self-inflicted as well. And I don't know why, but I see ocean and I see sharks and I see ocean shark attack. I see that as well. I don't know why. I have to say what I get, and I see ocean. I also see like it's like you've got a jewelry box or some kind of box that you put special things into. This box opens up and you've got it in a special spot. Just be careful with that because I feel like it's going might get into wrong hands. Whatever you've got that's private and personal just to you, be careful where you're putting it, okay? Because I feel like that's going to come out. It's going to be this close of coming out. So just be really careful with that. If you've got something private, Terry, that you want to hide, that you don't want anybody else to see, if this is a physical item that you can see, then you need to make sure that you've hidden it properly. Okay. No, Karen Riley, that sounds like my nana. She died of pneumonia. She was in hospital for 3 weeks before dying. God bless her. Wow. Yeah, Jessica is a wow. You're getting information in ones they all want to come through because you guys are all here. And because I haven't been 100% myself, they're giving me all the ailments of probably 10 people at once. She said, Lesley, my nonna had lung, heart, hip, and knee issues, really bad osteoarthritis. She is my namesake. There you go. Because they know that I've just said I've only got 20 something minutes to go, they all come along and they hit me like a ton of bricks, and they all want to give me something so that I can start talking. And Andrew said she died of a heart attack. There you go. You're welcome, Tammy. Have a good day. Um, okay. So I've got like someone choking here. I've got someone with bad hip, the heart, the breast. I've got someone with breast cancer. I've also got someone with issues with the back and throat. So they've all hit me all at once. And who wants to be a medium? Yeah, I'm okay. I'll be fine, Wendy. This will all go after the show. It's because they know that I'm just about to finish and they all want to get the message across. Okay. Melanie Lee, good morning, ladies and spirits. It's beautiful here in Alquinsane. It's 7:40 a.m. How are you all doing? It's been a while. Okay. Sometimes that's what happens when you have oh, my nan joked, my nan choked, that's how she died. Oh, right. There you go. So last night, Crystal Infused was on the workshop, and throughout the workshop, I could see this dog on her shoulder, and the way her shirt was creased, I could see this blue cattle dog on her shoulder, and I said to her, "By any chance, did you have any blue cattle dog?" And she said, "Yes." She says, "We used to breed them." I went, "Oh, right." I said, "We can see one on your shoulder." Oh, Nicole Sten, yeah. She said, "My nan had breast cancer and body pain, very sick." Oh, there you go. So you get it all at once. And this is what I try not to let spirit go crazy and let them all come in at once. I try and get my spirit to not allow them all to come and hit me all at once, because I want to just read for the one person but not have all the ailments for everybody in the live. I don't want that, because it's too much on me. Okay, Karen Riley, she says, "My beautiful Nan, my foot is numb and hip is playing up. Is there any messages from my dad, please?" Uh, I just see this. I just see here. I just see here, and I see someone sort of kind of hanging here, as well as I feel like there's someone that has issues with the back, or they've been stabbed in the back, or something like that. I just saw a knife go bang into the back of the side of the what's it called, the kidney slash lung area. I've also seen that as well. I don't feel like he's going to show up there, Beatrice. She says, "Hello, lovely. Lovely to see you. Any messages from Spirit for me, please? I'd love to know if the man I really love reappears in my life, in my life soon. Thank you. Also, when will I buy my own home?" Ah, there you go. Jessica is, there you go. We just found it. So now I feel a bit better. And I know that doesn't make your life any easier, Jessica, but she said my brother hung himself. I'm really sorry for that. Now I can feel the pressure coming off myself. Now I feel better. So I feel like I was just like here, and that's probably what the coughing was actually. I'm really sorry, Jess. He was missing, yeah. Mm. And he's also now, did that man have like a tattoo on his arm? Did he have, well, who's got the tattoo now, Jessica, to as remembrance, or the tattoo from his arm? What's that there? Because I don't know. He's just shown me. He just pulled up his sleeve and he's just shown me that, and he's shown me something on his arm here, on his left arm. That's where I see it, on his left arm, darling. So what happened there? What was that? Did someone put something there? She said, "We only found out last year." She says, "I'm 37. He went missing when I was 18. Jesus. He was missing, yeah. Well, he's here with us now, lovey. Ah, she says, "My tattoo." That's and he's saying show it. Like, what is it? Because he's still showing, he's still telling me to show it. Can you send me a photo? Because I'm interested to see what he's trying to show me. Because he's saying to me, and did he used to roll up his sleeves, or who rolled up their sleeves there? because he's showing me that as well. You're welcome, Leanne. Flower, butterfly, and heart. Okay, right. That's what it is. Flower, butterfly, and heart. So, because he's shown me that. Now, do you roll up your sleeves, or did he roll up his sleeves, Jessica? Who rolls up the sleeves? Because he's shown me like someone, when you get the smokes and the smoke packet and they roll the smoke packet up. She said with mummy on it. The last thing I said to my mum. Okay. That's why he's saying that. Okay, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense because he's showing me the tattoo to remind you about mummy, because mummy's up there with him. I get it now. Do you see what he's trying to tell me? And then Wendy Harvey, she says, ask for a name, a C name, or an A name or a C name. She said, with mummy on it, the last thing I said, I was angry because he was missing. Yeah, well, he's been right beside you all your life. Now, what is weird? Now, he's showing me a black lounge and he's showing me either a dark brown or black lounge. Now, his personality is very strong. His energy is very strong. And it's like, is there a photo of you sitting on a black lounge, or what is with the dark colored lounge? Because I'm seeing that, and I'm seeing the TV in front, the old fashioned TV, and I'm seeing the lounge. It's like what is it? Those 3-seater lounge. And it looks like it's a bit old. It's a bit old leather or something like that. That's what I'm seeing as well. Ah, he's there you go. So now I just found out the other one. So Karen Riley, she says, Dad had a lot of people who didn't like him and they would stab him in the back. She said, including family. He was a very heavy drinker, also smoker. He loved us girls, very hardworking man. Yeah, well, that's probably what the pain in my back was. And yeah, I feel like that he had kidney and liver issues there, Karen. So Jessica, Karen, what's with the lounge? Karen, this might be for you. Did your father sit on the lounge? And I know this sounds general, but did he have a special spot on the lounge where he sat there and he was drinking quite a bit? Because I can see like two kids on one side, and I can see him in the middle just drinking, or someone in the middle drinking, and he's extremely relaxed watching TV, feet up on one of those leather puffs type things, what they call them. And then who's the one with the issues with the head? Because I feel like there was more issues with the head. So actually, I feel like this might be Jessica. Going back to Jessica, and he's saying to me, please don't be upset. I know you're upset right now. He's saying to me, please don't be upset, because there was nothing he could do with his mind. He's at peace now, he said. Okay? He's actually more at peace now than he ever was when he was in the living. And he says, I'm used to this life. I'm used to this style of life now. He says, but I'm always with you. And he's showing mum's tattoo. He's saying mum's tattoo. He goes, every time you touch that, every time you rub that, every time you see that, that is you thinking of me, because he knows it's there and he likes it. He's approving it, in other words. That's what they do. They'll say, like parents will say, don't ever get a tattoo, and then when they get a tattoo of the parent, then when they pass, that they like it. It's funny. Jessica Izod, what's so funny? I don't get it. What am I laughing? What have I missed? It's like they just keep showing me this lounge, the lounge chair. She said it's faded and the guy passed out when he was putting it on. Oh, what's faded? The lounge or the what? I don't get it. And the guy was putting it on. I don't get what you're saying, Jessica. Karen Riley, she said, yes, he would never eat at the table with us. He would eat in his chair and drink. I suffered with epilepsy. Right, okay. Oh. Oh, right, okay, I get it now. So Jessica Izzard, she said, if the tattoo faded and the guy passed out when he was putting it on. Oh my God. Jeez. She said, I've always been embarrassed of it. Oh no, don't be embarrassed of it. That's why he's pulling it out. That's why he keeps showing me. That's why he's now it makes sense. Because that's why he's saying pull it up and show it off. But if you're that embarrassed of it, go and get it lasered off or something, lovey. Make yourself feel better. No, but they will accept you either way on over the other side. Don't be so embarrassed about it. It's really important you're not embarrassed. Now I know why he kept saying to me to tell her to show it. It makes sense now, doesn't it? Wow. And the lounge chair, was Karen, was that lounge chair really, really old, like an old leather, but some leather had faded off? Yeah. She said, Jessica, she said there was butterflies the whole way home. It was so odd. No, it was him. Karen, she said, Dad could never handle seeing me having a seizure. Yeah. I actually feel like he blamed himself for that, you know that? And that's part of his drinking. That's what I see, Karen. I actually feel like he blamed himself. He's like he's trying to put himself out of his misery. Beatrice, she said, do you do private readings and how do I go about it? Yes, I do, Lovey. So you can just message me on Messenger, or you can just go over to the page and then go to the services section and see and then just book a reading. Kylie Jean says, any spirit messages for me? Would love to hear from my sister. Oh, sorry. Karen said, yes, then Dad brought a new lounge suite. Yes. Okay. So that's what he's showing me. And Jessica said, Karen, does that lounge have anything to do with you? You're welcome, Beatrice. Karen Riley says, yes, Dad had bought the new lounge suite. Yeah, because he keeps showing me the old lounge, and then he keeps showing me like him having a drink in it, and then two kids sitting on either side of him having the drink on the lounge. Karen, does that lounge? Karen Riley said, the arguments took its toll on me. Yeah. Well, that's what probably triggered part of your epilepsy because of the stress on your body, lovey. Not good. I don't know about this twin flame thing either, guys. So a lot of people say, oh, I think I found my twin flame, blah, blah, blah. And then they've said it to me, and then about 2 years later, they split up. I go, what? How does that work? Oh, I love you. So Karen says, I was put in a home. That's sad. That's really sad. That's why. Okay. So that's what's going on. See, I feel a lot better now that I've got out that it's actually not me that had the cough and not me that had the issues and the pain and everything. It's yeah, I just feel so much better now that I've said it. Yeah, she said I was separated from my family. That's really sad. And I feel like he still feels guilty for that, that Karen. So, I'm going to try and catch up to these messages here. So Jessica says twin flames are drama. Karen Riley says I was separated from my family. Yeah, in my opinion, Jessica. Yeah. So look, guys, I don't understand this, right? So people say past lives. So past lives, and you've got the twin flames, and you've got all the other, BS. How are you ever going to validate that? How do you get validation for something that you can't prove? How do you get validation for it? Yeah, Angela, Simone, glad you got to the bottom of it all. Yeah, me too. Thank God. I didn't want to have this cough forever. That was the worst. I couldn't even breathe. So your twin flame, I'm just going back to that. It's like saying evidential psychic mediums, like saying past life. What else is there? What other BS is there? There's so much stuff. It's just if you get along with someone, they call it a soulmate. That's the old saying. And now they call it a twin flame. The old saying used to be soulmate, and now they call it a twin flame. But who can prove that it's a twin flame or a soulmate? If you get along with someone, bloody fantastic. Keep them forever. That's what I reckon. It's very hard to find a partner that you're going to be a soulmate or some form of unity, like a one for the rest of your life. Who was I reading for before? Where did I write? Who was it? Gosh. There was one person I had a reading for. Oh, I missed it now. So I really feel sorry for you, Karen Riley, but I feel like that's made you stronger, lovey, and I feel going forward, no child wants to go in and be removed from the family or whatever, but I just feel like that the past that you had is all dissolved. I just feel like going forward, it's so much better for you from this point, now that you've got that out. And I do feel like your dad still feels guilty for what happened. 100%. But he had no control. He was too young in the mind. He had his own issues as well. Beatrice, she said, I said feels like twin flame because it fits what I need, what I read about it. But I came to understand that this is all another way to explain a situation. Yes, see? So it's true, lovey. Nicole Stan, she says, I'm in a twin flame. Yes, we are soulmates. Look, if it works, it works. But soulmates and twin flames, it's just a soulmate. Twin flame is just a new word for soulmate. That's how I see it. Oh, Kathy. Kathy Dave says, I found mine and he walked away. That's really sad. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go because I'm going to go to bed. And thanks for watching tonight. And I hope that you have a beautiful day tomorrow. And I will see you tomorrow night. So tomorrow night we're on radio from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock on a live 90.5 FM. So we'll see you then. Take it easy. Thank you. Thank God I've stopped coughing.